was just going to say, if he told you to put a strap on,
I'd be like,
you would order 5 in different colors. Period.
Different colors and sizes, baby. What's up, fuckers? Welcome back to Gin and Toxic.
Look, we don't know why we're doing this.
We're having ourselves a morning. It looks like I'm picking my nose on camera.
Excuse me, it's 9 p.m.
I need to drink more of that coffee.
We're having ourselves a morning.
We went
from having Aperol spritzes to iced coffee. It's 9 p.m. We've been screaming about boys for a good 2 hours.
Wait. I feel like I need to, now that we got that out of the way. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Gin and Toxic. Okay, continue.
Welcome back. No.
Welcome back to Gin and Toxic.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we decided about 2 hours ago. Anyways, we decided about 2 hours ago we wanted to wear our glasses just for like a few secs at the beginning of this episode.
No, because one thing about me, like, I will put the sunglasses on at night. Like, if I am telling a story where, like, I need to, like, get in character and, like, be a cunt.
Yeah.
Be a bitch.
The glasses are going up.
I'll look at Jeff and I'll be like, look, I have to tell you a story. Put your sunglasses on.
I feel like the bitch that wears her sunglasses in the club.
No, I'm not. I'm turning into that bitch. And Jeff hypes it the fuck up. He thinks it's so funny. He thinks it's my brand.
It's, like, ironic.
No, it's so funny.
It's a metaphor.
It's
a metaphor for Gen Z in 2020 and stereotypes.
I was like leaving
And
work
socialism.
today, and I put my sunglasses on in the restaurant, and I was like, "Goodbye, dolls."
Bye, dollies.
And everyone's looking at me like, "Why are you like this?" Like, just leave.
See, now they are a vibe, except we're taking them off. Fuck, guys, that was wow. It is so bright now.
I just want to point something. I just need to call you out for one. Just, it's not bad, I promise.
Oh no,
Christina. I know she looks really pretty, right? And you're probably wondering, oh my god, like, why is your hair and makeup done? Like, oh, she's so pretty. Like, oh my god, like, wait, why do you look so pretty? Okay, I'll tell you why. I looked at Christina and I go, wait a minute, you did your hair today, but I know you didn't do anything today. Did you do your hair so that if you happen to post an Instagram story, you looked good for the boy that you're wanting to be with?
for the boy.
Maybe. And that brings us into our toxic thing of the week. Thank you so much for joining us again this week. Let's get right into it. I'll kick this one off.
Yeah, Lily's calling me the fuck out.
No,
I need to
I'm
make sure I don't look like a fucking egg now that I took that off. Anyways,
no, but I'm guilty because I doll the fuck up for my fucking stupid ass part-time job. Just in case, because like there's some feral
You know what?
men.
Also, though, I think because I'll get into it in a sec. Tell them no. I'm getting into it now. I take it back. Shut up. Anyway.
Period.
Shut up.
Period. I will.
So I feel like I actually was gonna post a story about this earlier. I don't know what has been going on with me in the past week, but I've been like fucking energetically aligned in life. I'm feeling so good in my career because
you're
a
little depressive.
I was, guys. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I was having a really rough few weeks, but this week
Christina,
I just
every episode having a really hard few weeks.
It's been a really rough 2 weeks. Well, no,
it's been a bad year.
It has been so far.
No, literally, starting the first week of January, we were just like, okay, that wasn't a good start.
Yeah, but got dumped.
And then it was one thing after the other.
Got dumped. And then X, Y, and Z fucking happened, and it was rough.
To both of us.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah, we weren't at our best, guys. But
now.
Anyways, I've been feeling so fucking aligned this week for some reason. Like, everything in my career is going great. Friendships are great. Family's great. Family just got a new dog. I think we mentioned that in the last episode. And
dick is great.
The dick is great.
Now.
Guys, the dick is so great. Let's get into it. Okay, so you kick it off while I fix my headphones.
All right, so I announced last week, if you missed it, I'm officially now, we all know about well, not all of you knew actually, because I tweeted it and some of you were like, holy fuck, I missed that I am single. And I've been single since the spring, so I'm not sure where the fuck some of you have been. Clearly not keeping up, okay? Get with it. So yes, I'm single, but I've been single, but there's a difference between being single and being feral.
For sure.
For sure.
For
Because
sure.
there's the single where you're like, I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to focus on... No, fuck that. Fuck myself. Fuck me. I'm going to be feral. So I'm in my feral single era, which I announced last week. AKA just fishing for dick, okay? So...
It's like, it's honestly like you go through your feral era. Well, sometimes it could be backwards, but I found that I went through my feral era after I did my healing. I was like, all right, cool. I'm healed. I know I'm hot. I know I'm sexy. I know I'm smart. I'm going to fuck now.
Right. And
I could fuck.
No, period. And both of us didn't go through breakups where it was like we dated for a month. Like we were both with our exes
long-term
for a long
breakups.
time, and it fucked us up a little bit.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, mister. But now I'm ready to roll. Okay, so I'm in my feral single era, and last week I told you guys about, we call him Mr. Tequila.
Oh, yes, that's right. That is not who I was going to say.
Who were you going to say?
I was going to say Work Bay, and then I realized that's not who we're talking
That's
about.
another story. Anyways,
Mr. Tequila, we talked about him last week,
Mr.
okay?
Tequila. Okay, so we
Mr.
talked about him
Tequila.
last week. I'm still working on it, guys.
Mr. Takiki.
It's not looking great, but I'm doing my best. Anyway, Mr. Tequila, along with another man that I tried getting with yesterday, just seems like all the men that I'm like, actually, because don't you worry, men are flocking to me, okay, by the fucking dozens, but I'm not interested. My standards are
Wait.
beep.
You wanna know what's so funny? I don't know what's in the air right now. I don't know if it's because some fucking thing is in Venus or whatever, but I have felt so, like, both of us, I have just felt like irresistible.
Irresistible.
Lately.
The men
like
are darling. The men want the dolls.
I feel like I am smothered with attention.
Male
lately,
attention.
like.
No, but it's too much because it's not the men that I want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I just have this new standard. Like, I just have this new niche type that I'm trying to explore. And it's giving, like, edgy boy, tattoos. Like, that's kind of my excuse me.
This new niche type.
It's not, no,
and
but
then
like.
you explain every man in Brooklyn. Every man in Brooklyn.
No.
I'm exploring this niche type.
You're going to lose my privileges.
Tattoos.
I just unplug it. Imagine. I've been pretty fucking close before. Anyway, I'm just that's very different from my ex, I suppose. I mean, like other guys that I've been with.
If it's in terms of what you're used to, then it is.
I've dated only like sweet boy, tall, like athletic, good boys.
Your ex wasn't athletic, but whatever. Anyways. Pow! Go on.
Oh, you're done. I'm sorry. So
now you know I felt whenever me and NYU Big Dick broke up, and you kept roasting him.
So mean.
And Lily was
my bad,
so
Martine, my
fucking.
bad. It's all good.
It's okay.
Anyways,
so
the two guys I like, the only two guys out of the 500 that have flocked to me in the past week, both of them have girlfriends. What's up with that? The guy from the bar yesterday.
Oh, yes. Oh, that was... You're going to have to tell that story.
Oh, my God. I just grapefruited the mic for the first time because this man is so hot.
Yeah,
I was this close. So, basically, this bar I love, I go to it all the time. He's served me 800 times. And the other night, he served me, and we were, like, looking at each other. And but I've always thought he was hot. But I was always like, to be honest, I know I'm hot, but this man's, like... arguably was like out of my league, like type shit. Not out of my league, but like bad boy, like
looks like he'll ruin you,
ruin me in the best way possible.
You.
But whatever. So then I'm there again yesterday with Christina, Jeff, and Dog Guy, my king. And I tell them, I'm like, oh, I've been wanting to like say something to this guy, whatever. And of course, they fucking like flag him down and whatever. And
we didn't like Rob literally
we told our server, we were like, is he single? And
she goes
yeah. And I just talked to him and he thinks you're really cute. And I was like, oh shit.
We have an in. We have an in.
You're done. So we flag Rob flags him over.
Exactly.
And
Rob flags him over is like, hey, we need napkins. And then also
do you want to give her your number? And I look at him and I'm like, sorry, my friends are crazy. Would you like to give me your number? I'd love to go for a drink with you sometime. This man looks at me, and I'm thinking, like, easy one, because, like, I already know. He looks at me and goes, you're so beautiful, but I actually am in a relationship.
Yeah. And all of us were like, And then he goes, he's like
awkward.
flattered or whatever. And then he goes to Rob and he's like, did you actually need napkins? And
Rob goes, no.
Nope. Nope.
And then I walk by him like 5 more times and he's just smiling at me and staring and I'm like,
he is looking at Lily the whole time.
Well,
he also made
coming
a comment.
over
You remember he made a
nonstop.
comment like behind you. He was walking by and he looks at Rob and he's like, she's beautiful.
Yeah, he was like, she's beautiful.
She's
She's
beautiful.
beautiful. Like, what can I do? And I was like, well, I know what you can do. Break up with your fucking girlfriend first of all.
Right now.
And
Dump your
then
girlfriend.
or
I think it's kind of rude that you're in a relationship.
it's a little
honestly.
rude. And well, honestly, if you're going to be like calling girls like beautiful and shit like that, like,
Yeah, you could have just been like, oh, I'm so
questionable.
sorry. I'm in a relationship.
Like,
I mean, very nice of him to call you pretty, but then he should have just been like, oh, you're very pretty, but I'm in a relationship. And then
But, like-
after that, because not only that, but he made that comment, and then when we were like leaving, didn't he also make another comment?
I feel like he did.
We were
No, but then
walking
I
away
kept
and he
just
made
staring
another
at him.
comment, and because I remember we were walking away, he made a comment, and everyone was like, what the fuck, did you guys hear that?
Yes. I don't remember what he said though. He
I
said,
don't remember what he said, but he said,
oh, he said bye beautiful to me. And I was like, oh,
that was what it was?
yeah. He said,
so it's like, okay, now, you should like,
so now I know he has a girlfriend. Guys, don't think I'm a terrible person, okay?
oh, here we go.
Obviously, he's not meant to be.
Here we go.
But I'm also just like not giving up. Like,
Lily said she's now going to go to this bar. Every time she goes, she's respectfully going to ask if he is still dating the girl.
And if he's still dating the girl,
that's cool. Whatever. No
I
worries.
am out of here.
But
if not,
the second thing.
if not, but this is how I feel about Mr. Tequila because he does, and honestly, he takes it 10 steps further.
You have
babe,
been
let me
attracting
tell
men
you.
with girlfriends.
Yeah, but then I'm just like, you obviously don't. You're not in a happy relationship. And I'm not a homewrecker. All right, I'm going to get judged for this. I don't give a fuck.
Lily's living her truth on this
just
episode today.
living my
I'm scared.
I'm just, guys, I got to be real with you. Like, that's just the tea. I'm just being honest. That's my tea. So, yeah, like, the tea is I'm just like.
Lily is in her homewrecker era. That's
I'm
the
in my
tea.
homewrecker era, but, like, I'm waiting for them to break up, okay? Like, I'm not actually.
Yeah. You're not actually acting on it, but you're hoping. Fingers crossed.
So that's my tea. I guess I like guys with girlfriends. Fuck me. Like,
I guess I just really like guys with girlfriends. What an unfortunate situation. Is there AC still on? I'm just now realizing this. Could you please turn it off?
sorry guys.
I don't think it picked up on the mic, but we're going to turn it off anyways. Please hold.
Christina's turn
Anyways.
because that was traumatizing.
Yeah, sorry guys. I don't know if
Don't judge me.
I'll be able to see at please don't judge me.
Don't judge me. I'm serious. Like, I'll be upset.
If you go on a fucking podcast and openly admit that you're in your home wrecker era.
No, guys, no. I don't want that. It's
But if you were a man,
yeah.
it'd be a little different.
Wait, what? Do you think if a guy did it, it'd be socially acceptable? But if a girl does it, it's not?
Wait. I need
Well,
to think
you know
this
what?
through.
It's kind of no. That's kind of true.
I'm
'cause
having a dumb moment.
A lot of rappers in their songs. Actually, I heard Ariana Grande talk about this one time. A lot of rappers in their songs talk about how like
getting
fuck
with
it
another,
if you got a man,
Yeah.
like fuck your boyfriend. But if a girl does that, she's like a huge slut. I'm just
That's
like,
true. Well, either way,
I mean, I am
bad.
a huge slut.
Either way,
it's
bad.
Christina,
but
what's happening?
what do you
I have
mean?
to
What's
tighten it.
happening? Oh yeah, you must have. Other way, baby.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Other way. Yeah. Come on now. Righty tighty. Okay.
I did it.
Anyways. So yeah, sorry if you guys heard the AC in the beginning. Probably you
Either
probably
way,
didn't,
it's
but who
awful.
cares? Yeah. What's awful?
Being a homewrecker. And I'm not a homewrecker
Yet.
yet. I don't know. I'm just trying to get them to break up. Like,
Break up with the girlfriend.
no, do you remember we were having like a serious talk about Mr. Tequila earlier, and I'm like, if all else fails, I just want to be the girl that makes him realize
And I was like,
that he's not in love. You were like that.
I was like, you corny
Girl.
motherfucker.
What? So true.
So true. Wait, what's so true?
That I'm corny.
Oh yeah.
I'm down bad.
Oh yeah, Lily's down bad. But
So are
it's-
you.
Yeah.
All right. And on to the next.
And action on to the next.
Feel free to cut a lot of that because that was just like a mess.
Yeah, that
of
was a
toxic
lot.
No, please cut some of that. Thank you. No, I'm serious. Like, please. I'm actually like, I'm begging. Like, I'll be following up with that next Tuesday. Like, did you cut that? Perfect.
Noted.
Move on.
I don't know where to begin with my toxic confession. Where do I even... I met a boy.
It all happened. So no, we were at Bubby's. Okay, let's start there. We're at Bubby's.
Okay.
Things are escalating.
Okay.
Things are happening with Mr. St. Pete. And
Okay,
we're already
yeah.
freaking out.
So so this is like a few days ago, me and Lily go to brunch at Bubby's, and we're like sitting at Bubby's, and I don't even know how Mr. St. Pete gets fucking brought up all the time. Somehow he windles his way in and gets brought up. But Lily, I think it was because Lily was DMing like a friend of his, and they were like talking or whatever, and we were like in this whole like crazy, we were having this whole discussion, whatever. Anyways, I'm sitting at Bubby's, and I was like, I like know of this like cute guy, whatever. Like I wanted to ask him out for drinks, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna like shoot my shot.
Christina showed me this man. I almost took my underwear off in the middle of it. He's like, I was just like, ooh, you sure you want him?
Yeah, she's like, so we can't. Sorry. Lily moving the fucking boom army. She's like, so we can't share this one. I'm like, no.
I'm like, wait, what happened to sharing boyfriends? She's like, you're done.
You're done.
Yeah.
Not this one, babe.
So fair.
But anyways, I decided to shoot my shot.
Trap that man in a basement.
He's absolutely gonna listen to this episode, by the way. So hi.
Look,
but
we're gonna be besties, but I would also trap you in a basement.
I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
Yeah.
Never gonna hear the end of it.
No,
I'm afraid to put out this episode.
Never mind. Actually, I was gonna take it too far, and I'm not gonna because he might listen.
Lily?
No, I'm not gonna say it. I'll say it after. It's a good joke. It's a good joke. I'll say it after.
Fucking whip your mic out. No, I'm trying to. I don't want to like, respectfully.
Respectfully, there is no respectfully anything on this podcast. Like,
respectfully, I want him to disrespect me, but okay. Here's the thing: if we're gonna be totally honest, guys, I don't want to disclose too much about this current situation because I do actually genuinely like this guy. This is the first time I'm ever saying this on this show. I feel like I haven't had like a genuine like crush in like forever. I've had like little like flings like here and there, but like an actual like, oh wait a minute, you know?
So true.
Yeah. Anyways, so kind of have a crush now. But anyways, I decided to shoot my shot. I text this guy, hey, could we go out for drinks? And I ended up.
No, she messaged him, which I now do.
Oh, okay.
And said shooting my shot.
Well, that was a while ago. I messaged him a while ago, and that's how like I got in contact with whatever.
Good.
I messaged him and I was like shooting my shot. And yeah, and then that's how we like kind of met each other. But then like fast forward like a week or week and a half later, I DM him and I asked him out for drinks, whatever. Anyways, end up meeting him for drinks that night. And it was great. Like I don't know what to really like say. Like I said, I don't want to give too much away about
you were
this
supposed
guy.
to. You were
like,
supposed to meet me that night, and you called me.
I was about Well, because I was talking to him, and he was like.
Me and Ryan, my roommate, we were dying. I answered the phone, and Christina goes, "I'm not coming." And I was like, "Okay, why?"
I see you every single day.
Yeah, you're
I
like,
met a man. I gotta go by.
I was like, all right, sick.
So fair, so fair.
I look at Ryan and go, "You want to go pick up dudes in Williamsburg?" She's like, "Yeah."
Well, to be completely fair, I did say to you beforehand, I literally texted you and I was like, I think my odds of going out with this guy tonight are like slim to none.
Yeah.
And then like when he asked me to like go get drinks, I was like, oh shit. And so I already told him, I was like, oh yeah, I had plans to go like out with Lily in Williamsburg. And he was like, oh, I was going to ask what you were doing tonight. And then immediately I was like,
You go, fuck Lily.
well, I mean, I see her every day. So
No, she literally said fuck Lily, and that's fine.
fuck Lily. Yeah,
No, I always, and we discussed this about Mr. Tequila, I will always allow you to let me be the downfall for you to...
Exactly,
Wait,
and vice versa.
What? You did something pick me about...
I did do something pick me. I did pull a pick me. That should be my toxic thing.
Tell the people.
Okay, guys, listen.
Because I did it last week.
I was grilling. Well, okay, wait. Before I get into the pick me thing, there goes the birth control alarm, and we're back. Yeah. So to wrap it up, basically, we went out for drinks. It was absolutely amazing. We had some fun for 2 days after that, and it was great. It was great. It was really great.
She's down bad.
I'm a little down bad, but anyways, it was. No, we're not.
Yes.
No. So anyways, okay, back to the pick me thing. Sorry that I'm keeping it really vague, guys. But anyways, back to the pick me thing. So yeah, so you guys know that last week I grilled Lily because she fucking was trying to get with this dude and they were talking about who's hotter, me or Lily, and she was like, oh, well, obviously you would pick Christina.
I literally go, I'm like, well, obviously Christina.
Yeah, knowing damn well he was gonna be like, you.
No, yeah.
No,
And
yeah.
I was like, wait.
She just wanted to hear it. So I, not exactly like that, but basically with this guy, I was like talking about how a lot of Gin and Toxic is sarcasm. Because I told him, I was like, yeah, like we posted this like viral TikTok. It had like a bunch of views, and I was talking about how I had like 12 boyfriends in it. And I was like, Lily actually just posted a TikTok that said, oh, we never have to worry about a guy because we share all our boyfriends. So it was like something along those lines, something about sharing boyfriends. And he was like, oh, so you share all your boyfriends? And I go, oh yeah, totally. Except for
First of all, we haven't shared a single one.
oh yeah, first of all, it's sarcasm.
And if
guys.
we're gonna,
Pick it
it's
up.
gonna be TikToking. Oh, bye. Nope, you're done.
We don't have to share him. He's yours now, babe. I'm giving the crown to you.
Guys, send this to him.
I think he knows that Lily's down bad for him.
Yeah,
now.
no shit. I literally replied
Lily
to all
has
of
been DMing him, guys. It's Lily's time to shine.
And then the other day, I asked him if one of
give
his
you my
friends.
blessing.
I asked him if one of his friends was single, and I'm like, I hope that made him jealous. Like, ew, he doesn't even know I like ew. Like,
Lily's
okay.
going crazy. But anyway,
I'm
so yeah, like we were saying, sarcasm. So he was like, oh, like, do you actually share your boyfriends? Haha, whatever, jokes. And I'm like laughing and I'm like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah, totally. We totally share our boyfriends. I go, except for you, you're mine. And he was like, well, he either said that was the hottest thing you ever said to me or that was the sexiest thing.
You really won't share them with me?
Absolutely not. You know exactly.
Just give me a little bit. Dude, most friends would be like, don't fucking say that. Like, and you're just like, no.
No, not too comfortable with it, but like totally get it.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
that's
if
fine.
you're seeing a guy that was like sexy as fuck,
you would be like,
I would absolutely make jokes about wanting to fuck shit out of him.
yeah, as you should.
I'd be like, so did you guys like fuck last night? Are you looking for a third? No? Okay,
Every
great.
day. Third, no.
Third, no. I guess not. No.
Third,
Okay.
no. Just
Wonderful.
him. No.
Wonderful.
Okay.
I actually tweeted about this literally just the other day that I have like gotten fucked over in so many relationships that like when I start to like someone and I could like kind of tell that they like me back.
And they're giving you green flags.
Yeah, and they're giving me green flags about liking me. My mind automatically goes to, oh, there's no way that they like me back. They could be shaking me, holding me, being like, Christina, I really fucking like you. And I could be like, you don't like just me. Like, that's ridiculous.
I feel like because of what you've gone through, your love language, I know one of yours is physical touch, but now one of them is definitely going to be words of affirmation because...
Oh, 100%.
I think until you're like in deeper in a relationship, you're going to need a little more reassurance. Not in like annoying, needy way, but like fair enough because you've been fucked over.
I think it's, I know. You guys know, obviously, I've been through some shit in my what?
She's been through it.
I mean, you guys know. I've talked about both of my last significant relationships on this show and how I went through fucking hell, man. I can't catch a break.
No, but even after the relationship, just the bad luck after bad luck with
bad
guys.
luck after bad luck after bad luck.
I'll be talking about your dating life with someone, and I'm like, oh, yeah, poor girl. Like,
the last guy that like I actually was like, maybe I'll like him, ends up canceling the date on me because he wasn't over his ex-girlfriend. So I was like,
what
great.
the fuck? The other one you met one time, and
I met one time and what? Oh, fucking duh.
Mr. Saint Pete.
Mr. St. Pete. But anyways, Mr. St. Pete is out. He's been out, babe.
Out with the old and in with the new. Goodbye, clouds.
Oh, that wasn't her best.
We're podcasters, not singers, okay?
Goodbye, clouds of gray. Hello, skies of blue.
I almost just said his
And
nickname.
tip in the pool. Wait, you almost said his name. Great.
Ooh, what's his nickname? Ooh, a new nickname.
I know his nickname, but I'm not gonna share it yet. Anyways, okay, listen. Long
I don't
story
like when
short,
Christina's playing it cool.
I'm not okay. Here's the thing. I'm not playing it cool at all because you guys know I'm fucking insane and I always speak my mind. You guys know I'm batshit crazy and I speak my mind. I just think it's because like this is a guy that I actually really do adore now, and so I'm like, because of that, I like, you know, obviously he knows about the podcast and he's 100% listening to this episode, so hi. But yikes, we'll have a discussion about that later. So
talk to you later, babe.
Talk to you later about it. But yeah, no, because of that, with the podcast, and he knows about it, which is fine. That's not what's stopping me from talking about him. But it's just like, I'm not gonna lie, the guys that I don't have that much respect for, I will grill ruthlessly on this show.
I know. Well, it's a weird one because
it's a weird one. Yeah,
like this podcast is fucking weird when you're dating because when we're dating, like, and we actually start to like someone that like we do feel like genuinely towards, and not just like, oh, this is gonna be a casual thing, this is gonna be a fling. It's kind of like all of a sudden it kind of reels you back a little bit and you're like, oh shit, well, what do I do now? I've been in like a bit of a situationship for a few weeks.
Wait, I'm sorry, before you continue, what? I have been meaning to call you out on this in every single episode and I always just let it slide.
What?
Why do you say situationship? Situationship. Say
it again.
Situationship. There you go. You say situationship.
Oh, that's more fun though. I say a lot of things wrong.
Situationship.
Sure. Whatever.
It's okay. When I was little, I used to say ask like axe. Yeah. And people used to grill me for like saying it as if it's spelled A-X-E.
I said espresso for a good
18
years.
Lily, you said that for a very long time. I remember this. Anyways, back to the point.
I still do.
Yeah.
We're gonna fuck. It's my word. That's how I like it.
Okay. Fuck. God.
No, but like I just like
I'm getting attacked.
People
God
like,
damn it.
I love when people correct me on things and I'm like, oh no, I know. Like,
it's okay.
It's my world, babe. You're living in it.
I asked why you say it like that, not that you should change it.
I don't know. I just do.
Okay.
I'm just dumb. That's all.
You know what I was watching
I'm
earlier?
in my dumb girl era.
You're just living in your own peaceful world. You know what I was watching earlier that kind of reminds me of this? Haley from, what was it, season 4 of Love Island UK. Did you see that clip that went viral over on TikTok where she was like, what's the difference between a country and a county?
Oh,
and she's like, okay, so God. Like because I live in Essex, I live in a country, and they were like, no, you live in the UK.
Dude.
She's like, so if I get on a plane and I go somewhere else, I'm still in the United Kingdom. They're like, well, it depends where you go. And she's like, what if I go to Spain? And they're like, no, that's in the EU. That's
dude. I remember watching that and being like,
honestly. Serious.
Honestly, it's a little sad. It's like,
no, it is. If you guys watched season 4 of Love Island UK, she's literally
that is elementary school.
Yeah,
elementary school shit.
But like the comments are people being like, she must feel so much peace.
Yeah,
so much peace inside.
Yo,
she just lives.
No,
such
being
peaceful.
dumb is lit.
Being stupid is kind of lit.
Like. That's the dream.
Like, you're just so clueless and you're just in your own world, baby.
Yeah, it's iconic.
What were you going to say?
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I've been, like, in a, you know what? I'm going to say in a situationship with this guy, right?
Like
for a few weeks.
Fucking pillows.
And we like each other, but obviously I'm not ready for anything serious. But then, like, for example, last week when I'm talking about Mr. Tequila, I feel bad because I'm like, this other guy likes me, but I'm talking about other guys, but I'm allowed to see other guys. So why do I feel bad? It's just like,
yeah.
But I told him, I was like, stop listening to the podcast.
Please don't listen.
And he goes,
he
goes, oh, I tuned the fuck out of that weeks ago. He's like, I cannot listen to it anymore.
No.
And I'm like, no, I don't blame you.
Sake.
But then it's weird because it's like, you know, what if he is listening to it?
He might be listening and not telling you that he's listening. Like,
whatever.
I have a feeling that a few of my fucking exes listen to so you just know.
And that's fine, but it's like
it's
weird
fine, but
because
like,
we share everything.
Listen and just know that we might say something that will hurt you.
Right.
Even if it's not fucking intended to hurt you, obviously. If an ex-fling that really likes you listens to the show and you're fucking a new guy, they're gonna get hurt. But that's on them for listening to the fucking our show that's dedicated to sex, date, and relationships.
Yeah, period. Like we have the right to talk about whatever the fuck we want on here. You know what I mean? But it's like a little awkward.
And whatever we don't want to talk about.
Yeah, that as well.
That's the one thing is I feel like sometimes with the internet too that there's blurred lines between shit. So like, you know, if I post, you know, when we post this fucking episode and I'm being very vague about this new guy, it's my choice to keep it vague. But then you don't want people, like there's some people that feel so entitled to know that shit, which I get it, because listen, we share everything, which is why when we don't share something and we're vague about it, everyone's like fucking curious and they want to dig. But I don't know. You know, I don't know where I was going with that. You get the point.
No, when we shared my breakup, I literally got, and I'm not even like on Christina's level of her platform at all, and I was getting messages like, he cheated on you. And I'm like, no, he didn't. Like,
oh my God. The amount of fucking DMs I got, obviously, in my past 2 relationships, especially Mr. Boy Band, fucking brutal. Like, dude, oh my God, shut the fuck up.
When people break up, you think you know, you don't even know the first fucking thing. Yeah. Like, and I think it's like that with everything on the internet. Like, I think even people think they understand mine and your friendship on a spiritual level. And like, you guys do. Like, if you listen to every episode of Gin Toxic,
you get a gist for it.
You get, you know, 60% of it, but you also like do not know me and Christina personally, and you've never sat in a room with me and Christina, and you don't actually know us in that way. No, it's just like a weird one, and like I don't know, it is weird. Like you don't want to overshare, and I also like never want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Exactly. The intention is never to hurt anybody.
And then also like again, Mr. Tequila, for example, what if he fucking decided to tune into my podcast randomly? He doesn't listen. Yeah. What if he did? How awkward. Like, he's going to know I'm talking about him. But, like, this is also, like, our content is our personal lives. So it's a weird one. It's a weird one.
I mean, long story short.
Enough of this.
We share what we want, and then we don't share what we want to.
Period.
So, personally, for me, at the moment, out of respect for
it's literally been 4 days. It's too new. We're not getting into detail.
Exactly. Yeah, guys. Okay, that's one thing that I should say. Like, I'm not, like, it's so fresh. Yeah. So fresh. Like it's, I'm not gonna.
It's gonna happen, but like you guys could end up dating, you could never see each other again. Like it would, like it's so fresh. Yeah. You're like, no, I'm gonna see him.
I'm like, don't say that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, moving on. So
moving on swiftly. Thank you.
Thank you. And today's episode is about taking back your power in the bedroom now. We just wanted to talk about sex, if I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Well, you know what? We were in our taxi, like we just had lunch, and we were on the way back to my apartment to start recording. And I was like looking through like suggestions of everything. And I was like, you know, we talk about sex in almost every single episode, but like we have yet to do an episode dedicated to like the basics in a way, which I mean, this is kind of like,
this is going to be pretty vague.
This is going to be like kind of vague. It's going to
cover a few random topics.
Yeah, it is. It's going to cover, so just the gist so you guys could get it from like our little notes. We're going to be talking about like, sorry, I just like did one of those weird inhale burps. Ew. I hate that for me. Anyways, confidence in the bedroom, what to do and what not to do on a first time hookup, and then how
to have the best sex with your partner.
Yeah, how to talk to your partner about like what you want and what you don't want in the bedroom, basically. So yeah, we're gonna do so many more episodes about sex. Obviously, I mean, we talk about it in every single fucking episode, but like, you know, a few more episodes covering topics within sex. This is just kind of like a, you know, just I don't know. This is a very vague.
I feel like
take back your power in the bedroom.
Yeah,
it's basically about feeling good in the bedroom.
Yeah, like how to just really
confidence
feel
and
confident.
actually like, you know, coming and stuff.
Because so many girls, I mean,
confidence and coming.
Yeah, period. So many girls like don't. I feel like you're kind of one way or the other when you're younger. Like I was always a pretty sexual person. I feel like in high school used to be because in high school, like it's so easy to get called like a slut, even if you just kiss a guy.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're always
I will never forget one of my like core high school memories is I accidentally like bumped into a guy in the hallway and I was like, sorry. And he's like, you're a fucking whore. And I was like,
But the thing is, when you're in high school and you get called a whore, you're like, am I a whore? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, wait a minute.
And I was definitely...
I was in a committed relationship too at that time. So, anyways.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. And I was definitely one of the girls where I was one of the ones to kind of start doing sexual things first. Not actually sex, but like oral sex, making out, whatever. Sure. And like, it's just so easy to become, people are either insecure when you're younger, like before college, about being too sexual or not really having a sex drive.
Yeah.
I know I have friends that like have a very low sex drive and that makes them insecure. So
yeah,
I feel like
dude, my fucking dry spell up until like a week ago.
No, it happens to everyone. But then I feel like there are some people in general that just are less like sexual. I dated one. But I feel like taking back your power in the bedroom is just really getting to know who you are in that sexual way. Like just like know what you like, know what you want, and make sure your partner is matching the energy. You know? Period. Let's get
into it. Okay. That was like the
okay.
what's it called? The what do they call it before the first chapter of a book?
I'm
blanking.
Oh my god, we're so dumb.
Oh my god.
Epilogue? No.
Is that wait, you're onto something though.
Guys, don't come for me.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I'd be reading too.
Section before a book starts. A prologue.
I was gonna say prologue. Fuck. Okay.
That was the prologue to this episode.
Period. I think first of all, this goes obviously this episode actually in general is for men and women. But for this little segment, I'm gonna focus on my girlies for a second.
Yeah.
And it's obviously about looking and feeling your best before having sex. Now this is whether you're fucking someone for the first time or a boyfriend of 10 years. Don't care. And we're just going to go back to the pussy cocktail.
Yeah, we were talking about like what, you know.
Bring it back.
Yeah,
for the real
one. Bringing it back, guys. What makes you confident in the bedroom in terms of both just feeling good in yourself and externally feeling confident? And bitch, I know when I have a fucking freshly shaved goddamn cooch, I'm feeling my best self.
Yeah. No,
Even if I'm not having sex, if I shave my fucking vagina, I'm not
like,
having sex at all that way, and your legs, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like...
Oh, babe, I be doing that all the time. I just be shaving from toe up. What? Excuse me? I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing my best.
From head to toe.
Up to what? No, head to toe. Okay. I go, what? Toe up. Up to what, bitch?
This is not our best.
Not our best. No.
We're not our best though. From toe up. From toe up.
Like
I'm shaving from
you
toe
already know
up.
if Mr. Tequila
Lily Stewart, everybody. I'm shaving from toe up.
If a man asks me to get a drink, whether or not we're going home together,
God.
I'm shaving from the toe up.
For the toe. I'm shaving the little hairs that grow on the toe.
Well, that's what I was gonna get at.
Exactly.
Because I do get hair. I do get blonde hairs on my big toe. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, me too. Bitch,
you know what Hannah Berner said?
I'm Italian, bitch.
No, Hannah Berner said every girl has one toe that won't let her be great. And I felt that in my fucking soul.
Won't let her be great.
Won't let her be great.
No.
And my big toe's too big. Don't look at them.
You're always showing toe on this podcast. I've realized that as of lately.
No, if there's one thing about me, I'm a show toe.
Lily shows dogs.
Doggy dogs.
Lily shows doggy dogs on the show. Anyways, back to it. Pussy cocktail. Okay, so we did a whole episode on the pussy cocktail.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what the pussy cocktail is, long story short, it is basically like the key to having a perfectly shaved vagina. And me and Lily have just perfected it, and we gave you guys product recommendations, how to shave, what to do, blah, 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 all this stuff. And we did a whole podcast episode on it. So, guys,
I mean,
go look it up. Gin
iconic.
and Toxic, pussy cocktail.
We literally have an episode about how to shave your vagina. Like,
shave your, about
that
shaving
is
your
some
vagina.
big sister shit. Okay,
so that's for some people. If not shaving or shaving and have a little, what's it called? Like the landing strip is what the girls
having a
call
fucking bush.
Or having
Sky.
Listen, if you're rocking the fucking 80s bush down there,
no,
and that's
let me
what's
tell
gonna
you
turn
right
you
now,
on,
a man very
pop
recently
off.
looked at me and said, "You would look so hot with the bush." And I was like, I don't know. I go, first of all, I've never had a
Do
bush.
the drapes match the curtains?
I was like, no. And I've
Or
already
is
talked
it the
about it,
opposite?
and I'm not getting into it again.
Is it do the drapes match the curtains, or is it do the curtains match the drapes? I think it's the curtains match the We're
done.
God.
You're done.
We're dumb.
You're done.
Somebody needs to like put together a compilation of all the fuck ups in this episode.
Yeah, please.
Anyway, so personally, for me and for Lily
bald
and for
kitty.
a lot of people, having the bald ass kitty is gonna automatically make me hotter and I can't get it. This episode it's one of those. It's one of those episodes. Lily, Beanie, shut up.
Don't fucking talk about my cat.
Pretty fucking.
No, when we were in Turks and Caicos, like, let me just say, Jeff shaved his asshole before we went to.
And I helped him.
No, and I've had a fucking nut.
And I helped
the
him.
entire fucking trip. Every two fucking minutes. I got a bald kitty.
Every 2 minutes,
bald
Jeff said, I got a
kitty.
bald
I'd be like, Jeff,
kitty.
can you hand me my glass of water? He'd be like, yeah, I got a bald kitty.
The night before we went to Turks and Caicos, Jeff goes, who's going to help me shave my asshole?
I was like, no.
Lily's like, no. I'm like,
I'm out in the hallway looking at Christina doing it like, ew.
No, like literally, like he shaves it on his own in my shower, and then he's like, could you come over and check?
You're like,
I go over, I'm like, spread them, babe. You missed right there. I remember I was like pointing to it, like not poking it, but pointing to it. And he's like, poke it. I don't know where you're talking about. It's on my fucking asshole. So I was like, okay. Boop. Right there. Boop. Boop.
yeah, that's some real friend shit.
I'm one for the girls and the gays. What can I say?
She's one
like,
for the
if you asked,
Yeah.
if you wanted me to help you shave your asshole, I would. Doesn't mean I'd
That
want
would get
to, but I
fruity.
would.
That would get fruity so quick.
It's giving stepsister, I got stuck in the washer machine. You'd be bent over, ass spread out. Could you check? It's giving...
touch it. Why? Just do it.
Just do it.
All right.
It's giving sexy ginger and hot brunette get steamy. It's giving the last episode's title.
Yeah.
Could you like touch it?
Okay. I have to stop her, guys. This has to stop. I'm gonna keep
one
this
in
episode.
the pinker, one in the stinker.
I'm gonna go ahead and carry this episode on my goddamn back. All right. So here we go.
You're gonna carry the episode.
You're talking about bending over a washing machine.
Okay, and you say situationship, like situationship. I guess we both have our demons to fight.
Stop. Can I go home? I've never wanted to
This
stop.
is what happens when we record an episode like at nighttime
9
when we're
p.m.
both like dead.
I've never wanted to stop more.
Anyways,
all right, matching sets. No, I can't do this now. Like, bitch, what the fuck?
enough about getting it up.
Take your power back in the bedroom. Pussy cocktail. Now, okay, we're talking about matching sets, cute underwear. We've talked about this dick appointment thing. What do you feel most confident
we
in?
talked about in the.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we touched on confidence in the pussy cocktail episode, feeling confident.
Because I'll
before
tell you,
get
my
into the
go-to
bedroom.
is always, I have so many pairs of black, like, lace underwear.
I was just gonna say.
Did I tell the... Oh, it just has no... It's a good story, though. About when I met Mr. Tequila, what happened.
Oh, okay. Quick pause for a quick black lace underwear story.
Because what I feel most confident in is black lace thongs and, like, a black bra. Like, that's what... I look really hot in black. Like, let's just be real.
Same.
Guys, when I met Mr. Tequila for the first time, it was at work. We're downstairs, like, getting ready for work, whatever. And I'm like, hey, nice to meet you, whatever. And all I had ever heard about this man from my friends is that he's, like, so sexy. So sexy. And then I see him and I'm like, oh, my God, I get it. He goes, you dropped something. And I was like, oh. I look at the ground. Okay, my black lace thong is on the ground. I look at him and I go, oh, my God. And I just put it in my bag and walk away. And then a few weeks,
panty drop.
Now that we're friends, I like brought it up to him the other day and he was like, I thought you did that on purpose. And I thought it was so hot. And I was like,
no, but I'm glad that you thought it was hot.
No, but it was hot.
It was hot.
So actually that's a good move if anyone needs one. Just like
I was gonna say my like go-to underwear like is it's either just like a set of like a black thong because like basic black thong
G-string.
is perfect. G-string or just a black thong in general.
I like lacy ones.
But I was gonna say if I have a tan, my go-to is a white lace G-string. That's what I wore it the other night.
I can't lie, Christina in white is...
When I am tanned and gorgeous and I'm wearing white, like, you're gonna want a piece of this ass. Everyone wants a piece of this ass.
Piece off like a fucking piece of cake.
Yeah, fucking slice, bitch.
Yeah.
Straight out of Milk Bar.
That was a little weird because I was about to make a Milk Bar joke.
It's weird.
I actually had their cake the other night.
Oh, Milk Bar, so good. Anyways, back to it. Yeah, so a matching set or cute underwear in general automatically makes you feel way more put together.
Learning what you feel most confident in is good.
For me, it's like we were saying, black underwear, whatever. Sometimes unpredictable if you're going to end up hooking up, but if you know you're hooking up,
or if that's the goal.
you're going to wear something. Like, you know, if I'm going out with the girls and I have no intention of hooking up, I'm going to put on my fucking, like, you know, beige thong because it camouflages under any piece of clothing I wear. But if I think I'm going to get some, you know what? I have a story about the fucking shapewear.
Oh, yeah.
This is hilarious, guys. Kind of. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Pretty good.
So, quick little story for you guys. Also about a fucking G-string. Basically, this guy that, like, I saw the other day, kind of had a feeling beforehand that it was going to get steamy at some point. Except the dress that I was wearing like shapewear underwear underneath it. So it was like a shapewear, like beige brief, but like it went up, like all the way up, like to my fucking ribs. And it had like that, like a, you know, that rubber thing on it that keeps it out, like Skims basically. It was actually from Lizzo's Yitty line. It was great. Made me look snatched. But anyways, I was wearing it under the dress because it just made the dress look like very good.
Yeah.
But I had a feeling that I was going to need like a normal fucking thong. So I literally packed a white lace thong in my bag. And then when we were going to like leave the bar, I was like, okay, I got to go to the bathroom. And I went to the bathroom, girls stall, off with the shapewear, on with the lace thong, back to his place.
As you should, bitch.
But yeah, so that was that because I was like, imagine like I just know like you go home with a man and then he's trying to take your shapewear off.
Now I have a question for you.
No,
Tina.
thank you. What?
If things with this guy continue and like you guys are just having a good time, would you ever? Because I did this.
I'm scared.
No, it's not bad. I did this recently and I showed you and you were like, wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, so I did this recently. Girls, listen up.
Listen to this shit.
Up. So if you're...
Well, I have done that before.
Yeah, for boyfriends, right?
I think I might have done...
No, either way.
I've done it in like the talking stage.
Right, no, me too.
Yeah.
Not dating.
Okay, anyways, you gotta tell them what we're talking about.
This guy...
being so big.
I've been like hooking up with like pretty consistently. Amazing human, and he deserved it, okay? Quite frankly, don't do it if they don't deserve it, baby.
Don't do it to a rando.
Don't do it to try to like win over a guy.
Not to a rando, please. Yeah, no, don't do this shit to win over a guy.
Only do it once they fucking deserve
Someone that's already invested in you. Anyways, go on.
But basically, you have to do it as a surprise, like a complete surprise. It's so much better because I've had times where I've like tried to plan it, whatever. So this guy, I'm at his apartment and I knew going there because we were coming home from something that he wanted to take a shower when he got home. So we stopped at my apartment so I could get like my stuff and then we went to his. We get to his, he gets in the shower, I get changed. What do I change into?
To a little number.
Let me fucking tell you, okay? I change into a black bra. I put my hair in pigtails. Sorry. Put my hair in pigtails. And I put on my little G-string. I put on stockings that go like above your knee, like lace stockings, and a plaid skirt. And then I'm laying on his bed like in like a little pose. He walked into his bedroom, and I swear to God, I thought he was going to go into cardiac arrest. He was just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then I tried to like go to him, and he goes, no, back up.
Back up.
Let me look at this for a fucking second.
Let me get a look.
If like you're about to start dating someone, or you like he's a really good fuck buddy, like girls, I felt so fucking hot.
I love lingerie.
I love lingerie
and role play.
I love role play outfits.
Yeah.
I love just it's so hot.
Yeah.
It's so fucking hot.
Lily the other day, she fucking goes, She goes, you know, when I was staying at your apartment while you were in Europe, I put on this fucking bra and it made my yitties look
I go, yeah,
incredible.
it's so cute. Like, so casual. Just, like, happened to borrow this bra from her.
Yeah, and then I was like, she whips out my white lace bra that literally was from, it's like a $400 lace bra from Denmark. And I was
Imagine
like,
I got, like, fake tan on it or something, which easily could have
so
happened.
I was like, Lily, so glad you enjoyed it. So glad I made the yitties look good. Bet you got fucked that night. Wonderful. But I was like, that is my fucking $400 bra from Denmark.
You should have seen me. I was like,
and then I told her, I go, yeah, I was just like, I'm gonna put it back. And then I was like, it's a whole set. It comes with a matching white lace panty and a white lace garter belt. It's like $1,000. It's the most expensive lingerie set that I own.
White
stockings for it. I know. I did wear stockings with it, but I only had black ones, so like that's what I used to wear it with.
If you wore white little angel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Full beat, hair done. You're at his apartment. Say go away.
I feel like that's giving go away.
Or like no, be like I don't know, like if he has to go take a shower.
Oh, if he's okay.
Or just be like, oh, I'm gonna go like wash my face and just like whatever.
Yeah.
And then just like
that's usually whenever I used to like put
he
like
lives
surprise.
alone, right?
What?
He lives alone, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're lit.
Yeah, but I used to do that fucking like with any like guy that like I was wearing lingerie for. I would always just be like, oh, I'm gonna go pee quickly.
It has
or
to be a
something.
surprise. It's so much better.
Oh yeah, no, it has to be a surprise. Yeah, but yeah, I would just be like, oh, like I'm gonna go pee quickly. Usually, what I would do is so it wasn't weird. I would like plant the lingerie. So the second you get to his apartment, the key is to either put your bag down near the bathroom, or before you even put your bag down, be like, oh my God, I gotta go pee quickly. Go into the bathroom, plant it somewhere, obviously, where like if he walks into the bathroom, he's not gonna realize that it's in there. Put it somewhere. Put it near the bathroom, in the bathroom, whatever. And then in like, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever, then you're gonna be like, I'll be right back, I gotta go to the bathroom. Because he's not going to expect it. Because then you walk into the bathroom completely empty-handed.
Yeah.
It's not like weird if you're like, I'm going to go to the bathroom and then you grab your bag. Because the only excuse I could think of for grabbing your bag before going into the bathroom at a guy's house was like if you had to get like tampons or something because you're on your period. Yeah. Like it's going to be like if you just grab your bag and walk in. So if it's already in there and you walk in completely empty-handed, all of a sudden you walk out, you're in a fucking number.
If for whatever reason you can't pull that off, but you're staying at the guy's house, just be like, oh, I'm just going to go like wash my face. Like I'm just going to go do my skincare.
Yeah. Or just grab the bag anyways and he'll be like, why the fuck should you?
And he'll figure it out.
Yeah, he'll figure it out and then he'll get excited.
Yeah, I mean, if you're comfortable with like lingerie and stuff like that, girl, you will feel so sexy.
Yeah, I've had like friends before actually. One of my like really good friends, she Raquel, I love you. She was like, yeah, she doesn't give a fuck.
Love you.
Love you. She still listens to the show, but I don't think she gives a fuck. But I remember she was like talking to me about like wanting to buy lingerie when she was like dating her ex-boyfriend. She was like talking to me about wanting to buy it, and then she ended up buying like this little set for Valentine's Day and wore it on Valentine's Day. And she was talking to me afterwards, and she was like, oh my fucking God, like he was fucking feral, I was amazing, like whatever.
But you feel feral because you feel so hot. Like I kind of forgot about how good it feels until I recently did it.
I fucking turn myself on when I put lingerie on.
Dude,
I swear to God.
Before he like came back in from taking a shower, I'm like I took mad selfies and shit. When I tell you the next day, I showed so many people. I was like, Christina, look what I did.
No, like I swear to God, like you put on lingerie and automatically you feel sexier and you feel hornier.
And like, yeah, it's
also fun too. Like usually what I'll do is when I do have on like a little fucking number, I will make the foreplay last, like the teasing last. Like I have like done to guys like, don't touch me, only look at me. Like
I just had a sex flashback.
Like kiss me, like.
He blindfolded me that night, and I hadn't been blindfolded in it, and I didn't know. He just whipped that shit out. I put that outfit on.
I don't think I've ever been blindfolded in the bedroom. I've been handcuffed.
He just goes, hold
many
on,
times.
And he grabbed something, and he like got a little like, and he just blindfolded me, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. It was. I was like, fuck.
Goddamn.
It's also hot when a guy wants to fuck you in a skirt.
Yeah. Oh, I've like been fucked like in the lingerie, like just slide the panties to the side. I'm gonna fuck you in the outfit.
Yeah, I love when guys are like, keep your skirt on but take your underwear off. I'm like,
yeah.
Period.
Well, I told you that, like, I've done that little move in public when you're, like, with your man and you, like, take your underwear off in the bathroom and then you go back to him and you hand them to him. Remember I told you about that?
Didn't you do that at your birthday? Is that what you did?
It wasn't at my birthday. It was at housewarming party. But
I forgot that move, you guys. This is fucking genius.
yeah, well, we talked about it in the
Take
last.
your underwear off. Well,
Yeah.
let's talk about it again. Take your underwear off. Put it in his pocket.
Yeah.
I'm totally doing that. Oh
On
my
my
God, what if I did that to Mr.
Literally,
Tequila?
on my birthday, all I did is I just got up from the dinner table, left, went into the bath. Or no, I didn't get up from I was at the dinner table with the guy I was dating at the time. At the dinner table, texted him, and I was like, "You look so sexy. I want to fuck you right now." And then he texted me, and then he looked at me like, "Oh my God." And then I texted again. I followed up with like, "Go to the bathroom in 5 minutes."
Oh my God.
Not even like, "Do you want to go in the bathroom?" Like, I'll be in the bathroom. Be there in 5. And then I just got up from the table and I just went into the bathroom. And then he got in there. And the second he got in there, we just started going, bitch. It was hot. We started fucking the shit out of each other.
And you know what's weird? Like they had.
And then everyone was like, "Where the fuck did Christina?"
Well, you guys weren't gone that long, and honestly, not really anyone else picked up on it. But
I got back and you guys were singing "Happy Birthday" to me.
But for some reason, I knew. It's so weird because like it's not like that was like something you guys did ever.
No, we've never done that.
Only time, and it wasn't even like obvious. You guys played it so cool. Nobody picked up on it. But I looked at you and I go, "Did you just fuck him in the bathroom?"
we
and then I look at him and he was like.
After that, we've done like sneaky things like that once in a while. I remember one time this was one of the hottest times that we had sex. It was, oh my God, it was actually perfect. I'm not gonna lie. We went to like a trampoline park with his friends and we were like there, whatever. And we went to this trampoline park with his friends and everybody was like sweaty after we left.
The trampoline park.
I know, but we leave.
Oh,
and
I remember this.
We get home and like all his friends are like staying there for the night, and like the house that we were in had like multiple different bathrooms. Like everybody was able to like shower and like do their thing. And so it was like everyone was like, okay, we're all gonna like disperse and go take showers, and then we'll meet like back up in the kitchen, whatever, and hang out. And so his friends go to like take their showers, and then obviously they know like, you know, because I'm his fucking girlfriend, like I'm gonna go and shower with him. But we go into the bathroom and like everybody else is like showering, and like his friends are basically like waiting on us. And we like it honestly just turned out this way. Like we get into the bathroom, we turn on the water to like heat it up, and then while the water was like starting to heat up, we just started like getting like really sexual with each other, and then we started fucking on the countertop. But like while we were fucking, like he's fucking the shit out of me on the countertop, and like the entire bathroom gets like super steamy because like the shower started to get really hot. And it felt like we were doing something wrong because like his friends were waiting for us, but like oh man.
I need to have sex tonight. I need to have sex tonight.
Yeah, Lily needs to get laid tonight. We were talking about this earlier.
No idea. Whew, all right. On that note,
Moving along
fucking hell, man.
Swiftly. Wait,
Moving
why did we
along.
even start? Oh,
That started with
the
men.
lingerie.
So yeah, okay, enough. We're on bullet 2 of 100. Next, please. I did this the other night with a guy where you don't need to. You can, if you guys just start like, if you just have sex with a guy, like a one night stand type of thing, you can't be pulling out the crazy fucking moves, you know? Like you can't be.
Oh yeah, like in terms of like hooking up, moving on to that, like basically the confidence thing, we'll wrap that up. Hookups. What do you do when you hook up with someone for the first time? For the first time.
Now.
And what don't you do? It's more about what you shouldn't
do. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
I personally recommend, and something that I think I'll always do from now on, just because I'm personally a very kinky person, and I do not want to do something fucking weird. Like, it's not weird, but like he thinks it's weird.
Yeah, on a first hookup,
and
like, then
fuck me like a slut, and he's like, excuse
yeah, and he's
me,
like, what?
I don't want to fuck you like a slut.
Yeah.
Like, you know. So the other night, like I was hanging out with this guy for the first time. And it kind of just, honestly, we were talking about Gin and Toxic and like how it's cool that like I have a sex, he thinks it's really cool that I have a sex podcast and whatever. And then we started talking about sex, of course.
Duh.
And we started talking about like what we like and like what we're into. And it turns out we were like really into like all the same stuff. And I was like, amazing. So now like when we go to hook up, like
It's known.
I can
what
go
we can
all,
and can't do.
And I can go all out, and it's lit, and it's gonna be the sex that I want and that I like.
Yeah.
When I feel like if I hooked up with a guy without having that conversation, I don't really enjoy vanilla sex.
Yeah.
And it'd be vanilla.
Sometimes that's just what happens though on the first hookup. If you don't, because
Yeah.
not all of it
And it
leads
still
to that.
can be good.
If the conversation goes in the sexy direction, it's great to have that conversation. I had that conversation with Boy, also like really briefly at the bar, so like we kind of already knew that we were like into like the similar shit.
I think whether
But-
you're kinky or vanilla, it needs to be
known.
communicated.
Yeah, you were saying before,
not
you were like,
vanilla,
if you
but-
not vanilla, but you were saying you're like, if
you
you're
like
a person that likes
romantic sex.
romantic slow sex, like say that.
Yeah, or,
even
like,
if it's
just,
not
like,
their type, then you
sensual,
know, like
you know, the guy that pours you the red wine and plays the music and fucking kisses you for 2 hours before
Yeah.
he fucks you, like that type of guy, like
Right.
amazing. But like me, on the other hand, like let's take a shot and fuck, like.
you know what? For me, it depends.
No, of course it depends. Of
No,
course
you know
I have
what?
romantic
For-
sex. I'm not a slut.
For the first, no, I know, but I think if I had romantic sex on a first hookup, I would immediately get the ick. I'd be like, absolutely not. There's no way you're fucking like caressing me and doing all this stuff and like making love to me on a first hookup. Absolutely not. Once we get the job done, twice, 3 times maybe, don't do the romantic. Unless both of you explicitly say from the first hookup, like if you guys have the like, oh, what do I like in the bedroom? And both of you are like, I like slow romantic sex, and you want to do that on the first time because you both like it, then great, go for it. I know on the first hookup, it's going to be a fuck and it's going to be nothing more than that. And then if we end up liking each other and we're going to have sex a few more times, then if you want to whip out the fucking slow sensual sex, I love slow sensual sex. I love romantic sex. You guys know we make so many jokes on the show about how I have a fucking praise kink basically because I love to just be like adored during sex. But yeah, no, I like think, yeah, I mean, I don't know where I was going with that. Just don't make it like I'm making love on the first time, you know?
Yeah, no. Honestly, that is kind of more special
also,
to save when, like, for example, the guy I had the situationship with.
Yeah.
He, like, for the first, like, you know, bunch of times we fucked, it was, like, kinky and crazy and blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah. But then we started
exactly.
getting more into each other, and then we had a few sessions.
You start to
where-
actually like each other, and then it gets a little bit more intimate.
Yeah, and, like, it was so much better because, like, I felt more comfortable being, like, intimate with him like that.
Yeah.
And it was just, like, better. But yeah, you kind of just, I don't know. I like communicating because I feel like if you ask a guy what he's into, you can very quickly tell whether he's also like kind of whether he's going to be good or not. And good.
whether he's
can
gonna be
mean
good,
something
and then
different.
also it could be very telling that like you think you wanted to fuck this guy, and then he tells you something like absurd, like you want like, fucking, no offense, but if you're talking to a guy and he's like, yeah, like I want to dress up in my furry costume while we fuck. You know what? That's for some people. But personally, if I was out with a man and he said that to me, I'd be like, great. So we're not sexually
I'd be
compatible.
like, I'm going to go to the bathroom, gets Uber, goes home,
Yeah.
blocks him and everything.
I'm gonna see myself out. But yeah, no. So
And you can
It's
think that
kind
you're
of
on a
like-
date with like a goody, like a little angel boy. And then you're like, what are you into? And he's like, super kinky, fuck you like a slut, I'm daddy. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
yeah.
okay. And it can just like really make you see. I love talking about sex with people. I've really
I love it.
noticed this
And
lately
here's
about
the
myself.
honestly, okay, I'm not gonna lie. This podcast
Yeah.
has helped
No, it's
the
so bad.
transition in the conversation into sex. Because literally, I swear to God, I've had conversations before with guys where I would be like, yeah, like I have a sex podcast or whatever. And then they would automatically, in the conversation, it would be an easy transition to, oh, well, if you have a sex podcast, then what do you talk about? and then
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
be
yeah.
like, oh, we talk about like different positions,
Which
or
is
this
so
and that. And then
weird.
they're like, what's your favorite position? And then,
Yeah.
you know, that's obviously a very niche thing because, you know, we host this show, but it has helped in that aspect.
You know what
It
you
eases
guys
to
can
the
do?
combo.
You know what you can do? Be like, oh yeah, you're into podcasts. Like I listen to a few like, you know, female sex positive podcasts.
Yeah.
And then be like, yeah, because I'm pretty in touch with like my sexual
If you guys start
side.
talking, it would be like if you don't want to like randomly bring up podcasting, so many people ask about your music taste.
Yeah.
So many people ask about like, do you read books? And you could be like, oh, like I
I'm
read
super
and I
into
listen.
podcasts.
But like I'm really into podcasts. Like,
It's so funny because even like a year ago today, I was
when you talk
always-
about like shows and movies, podcasts could easily be brought up in that.
I was always the type where I was actually pretty shy, even with my friends talking about sex.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we know Gin and Toxic in general has made me more extroverted and shit. But especially with that, like now, I was at a bar the other night with a few friends from work, and we talked about anal for 30 minutes, and like none of us are. What was that? We were just like, "Do you do it? Have you ever tried it?" And like some of the guys were like, 2 of them had girlfriends, and they were like, honestly, like asking me for advice about how to like they wanted to do it, and they were like, "She's thinking about it." I'm like, "Dude, start slow, just finish." No. Just like, and then one of them was gay, and he was just like, you know, like, do you, as a guy, do you want to try it? Like, whatever. We were just like talking about that, and it was like a really nice, and it was just like, it actually ended up making me feel like closer to them as friends.
Yeah.
And like, it was not in a way where like we wanted to have sex. It was just like a bonding conversation. And it was super nice.
I mean, everybody has like different like boundaries. I personally love, well, here's the thing. I feel like I can't really be friends with people who don't like, they don't have, well, I wouldn't say prude, but like, I personally can't be friends with people who won't openly talk about sex with me only because I'm such a sexual person. I have a fucking sex podcast. It's like it's what I do for a living. I talk about fucking for a living.
And talking about like dating and stuff. Like I just love talking about like people's like, relationships and sex, of course. But like
I also feel like if you're comfortable talking, I mean, like I said, some people have different boundaries, but like I feel like if you're comfortable, like if you're not comfortable with like your friend talking about those topics, then like what, like, are they really not good of a friend?
Yeah.
Like, you should feel very comfortable around your friends. Your friends should make you feel comfortable, safe, and like in a no judgment zone.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I just feel like it's if you feel comfortable with a guy, even if it's like the first date, if you have like a drink or two in you, or if it just feels right, I don't think you should be scared, especially as the woman, take the initiative, because the guy probably fucking won't, which is very respectful of him, period. But as the woman, if you somehow find a way to like bring up sex and ask him what he's into, girl, he's gonna love that.
Yeah,
he's just gonna think that it's gonna radiate confidence, even if you're not confident.
I
fake
love
it till you make it.
Taking the initiative.
Yeah,
I love fucking like sometimes big old power move.
I mean, you made yesterday when I was trying to get that guy's number at the bar. You were like, Lily, power move, just do it.
Every
and
time,
I could tell he
every
thought it was
fucking
hot.
time I like second guess myself, I think power move. Like when I was at boy's apartment and we were like kissing and stuff, we're like going back and forth between like making out and then nothing and then making out, and then at one point we were making out and then we like stopped, and I remember I just like grabbed him and like basically brought him to his own bed and was like, all right, we're doing it. Like, you know, and then everything kind of escalated from there. Power move.
Yeah, and you're just gonna like radiate confidence, which there is nothing even if you're not confident, because I get it, like depends what era of your life you're in, how old you are, whatever. Like some girls are insecure, but like you can fake it till you make it, babe. Like you can make a guy think that you're like super, super confident. And like even when I was younger in the bedroom, obviously I was like inexperienced. Yeah. I would still somehow make myself fake it till I make it with the confidence thing and make it seem like I was like knew what I was doing, even if I didn't.
Exactly. So long story short with that, you know, I would say if you're able to have that conversation before the first hookup, like what you're into, amazing, do it, get that out of the way so you know what you can and like should and shouldn't do in the bedroom. If that conversation doesn't come up and then you guys end up going in for the hookup,
keep it simple,
keep it pretty simple, you know,
and if
have
you want
some
to do
fun with
anything
it.
crazy, ask first. Because we shared the story about my roommate, but remember she said that, was it her? Wait, someone told us that a guy like slapped the shit out of her during sex.
I think that was her.
It was her.
Yes, it was her. Yes, now, it was her.
Personally, I like that.
I wouldn't do
it. No, like,
but me and Lily also like kind of want to be. I have 2 versions of me during sex.
Bed. Yeah, I know.
It's either I want to be a fucking pillow princess, appreciate
submissive.
my body, like fucking kiss me head to toe.
Oh, praise! This is your praise king.
Me. Yeah, this is my praise king side coming out. Like praise
treat me
like
my little princess.
Yeah, treat me like a goddamn princess. The other side of me wants you to
face fuck,
fucking disrespect me, face fuck me.
Start with face
Call
fuck.
me a slut.
Yeah.
Spit in my mouth.
This is my only side. I want to be disrespected. I want you to hit me. I want you to hurt me. Wow. I said what I fucking said.
Good for us.
Babe. And like the older I get, like I always knew I was a little kinky and whatever, but the older I get,
too.
the way more fucking confident I am with my kinks, and I have no shame in them. I do not care. They're actually pretty boring kinks if you know how fucking kinky people get. Guys, this is exactly what I'm fucking talking about. This is exactly what we're talking about.
What?
This girl,
Oh, no. What?
We put in our story a few things and whatever. This girl just sent in, a guy called me mommy. We actually got another DM about this. That a guy had a mommy kink, and she goes, it took every ounce of me not to laugh, and it was such a turnoff. But if they had had a fucking conversation before,
Yeah.
or if he had just said, like, do you like being called mommy or no?
Yeah.
Like, you can't just call someone mommy. Just
Yeah.
like ladies, you cannot
Just
call
call
a
someone
dad
dude
daddy.
daddy. No.
Now, when I was a little younger, I thought that every guy liked that.
No.
Turns out, new.
No. Exactly.
And I like that because I like being very submissive and
Yeah.
I like that. But like you need to ask first.
Yeah.
And like, you know, pretty often people are into that. But
Yeah.
like at the
You
same
know what's
time,
one thing?
You don't want to turn the guy
You know what
off.
I discussed with Lily earlier, which guys, it needs to be disclosed more than you would think. Ask the guy if he likes ball play, okay?
Oh.
Does he like his balls being played with, licked and sucked or not? I have had guys, there's two totally different spectrums, okay? There's either guys that fucking love it, will go nuts over it, and there's guys that are like, do not touch my balls with a fucking 8-foot stick. Like, it
I've learned the
depends.
hard way
Like,
that you need to ask a guy.
yeah, no, me too. I like the
I
last
have sucked on a man's
Yeah.
balls and hadn't been like
no,
like,
no, exactly. The last two guys that I hooked up with, like, did not like balls being played with, and I thought I like had this like I like had this like a thought process originally that like all guys like their balls being played with, whatever. I don't know. I thought all guys liked it.
doesn't?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm speaking my truth, okay? But then I hooked up with these two guys, a while ago, and not at the same time. I feel like I sounded like this
No,
at the
I
same
wish.
time. I wish at the same time.
That's a new mission for me.
Right. But anyways, and immediately realized, like, as I'm like fucking like sucking them off, and I like go to like suck on the balls and lick the balls, and they're like, they do exactly what you just did, where you're like,
Yeah, like
I
someone
know,
just
don't,
shoved
like-
a stick up your ass.
Yeah.
It's so
Exactly.
fucking funny to watch
So
a guy
then
like
I didn't
shrivel
know that.
up.
Yeah, and then so that was that, but like I have always kept that in mind now. I'm like, okay, not all guys like their balls being played with. Noted. So then the last guy that I just hooked up
yes.
with, literally I like went to go down on him, and like before I even touched his
Yes.
balls, I'm like touching his fucking shaft.
And he said yes.
Oh yeah, he was like,
Now-
abso-fucking-lutely.
Now, can I give
So
you
I
a
was
little?
like,
Can I give
great,
you a little
balls
tip?
in my mouth, gargle, gargle. What?
Can I give you a little tip? So
I have a feeling I already know what you're gonna say, but I'm gonna let you say it. I think maybe. I don't know.
I just recently started doing this, and it's pretty hot. When you're starting to hook up with a guy, if like you know nothing has happened yet, and the first thing you're doing is sucking his dick, especially if this is more, this is more if he's laying down and you're like on top of him sucking his dick. You go like under. I like tease it before I actually
Yeah,
start
for
sucking
sure.
it.
Duh.
I lick the left ball. I lick the
Oh,
right
yeah.
ball. Suck them both at
Yep.
the same time, and then lick all the way up.
All the way
dick,
up the dick. Yep.
and then start sucking. it.
You know what I realized too? That like my
Very
fucking key has
delicately.
been, if you're sucking, if you're we need a blowjob episode.
No.
If you're yes.
No.
This is basically you say how you suck a dick. I'm gonna tell you how I suck a dick.
This girl can suck dick, and I
I
just
can
know
suck
it.
dick, but
I
anyways,
just know it, babe.
Well, no, like sometimes while I'm in the middle of sucking,
Why are
it,
you
like,
going like this?
Because one hand on it, you gotta spit on it, make it
don't-
fucking slimy.
You
one
also
hand
have to ask the
suck.
guy. Sometimes I ask the guy, "Do you like the hand on it?" Because some guys don't.
Oh
like
yeah, some
when
guys
their
don't.
hand's
It
on
depends. But
I'm a no hand
anyways,
queen.
You're a no hand queen. I do.
just like-
It depends. Yeah. Oh yeah. It
All
depends.
right.
But
Fucking hell.
no. But the thing is, like, while you're in the middle of like sucking their dick, get your tongue moving. If you
Oh,
can
yeah,
suck
yes.
and go like
Yes.
like as if you're licking a fucking clit. Do it on the dick while you're sucking it.
Yes. Sometimes
like-
I'll
that, like,
forget when I
point-
first start,
the
and then I'll
point,
start
like-
doing it, and you watch them go feral.
Yeah, the point between the tip, like the mushroom of the penis,
Stop
and
that
the
immediately.
shaft, the fucking mushroom of the penis and the shaft. You lick that. bitch, forget it.
No, it is.
To heaven they go.
Yeah, and you're looking at
Right.
like a zigzag.
Usually
tongue
I
motion.
lick one ball, lick the other, suck one,
This is how you
get
warm-
the other in it.
This is how you warm up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I feel
Well,
like
but if we're talking like from
tease-
the very beginning, obviously it starts with like a rub through the fucking boxers.
No,
and then
I'm
into the
talking
ball.
about
Yeah.
after that. Like when
when
you're actually about
getting
to
into
suck
sucking
the
the
dick.
Yeah. Oh,
you
start with
don't
the
just put
balls.
the dick in your mouth, you guys. I'm telling you, you
No,
need to
not
have
at
the
all.
pre-sucked tease. Period.
The
You know what this guy
pre-sucked
told me?
tease.
Actually, Mr. Tequila told me this the other day. Well, not just me. We were at a group and we were talking about sex. He said one time a girl like licked his balls down, not to all the way to his asshole, but like
Oh, I heard
He
that's
did-
a crazy spot too. Yes,
yeah,
I've licked her
taint,
before.
I guess you
yes.
could say. I actually have never done that to. I've never had a guy.
Some guys.
I've never had a guy ask me to eat his ass. And I'm just going to go ahead and say I wouldn't unless I like was really into the guy. Like I wouldn't do it with just like a hookup. Like he would have to be so fucking fine or I would have to be in love with him.
Yeah, to do that shit.
But I would.
Yeah. Well, I've licked a taint before.
That Not this.
Well, I've definitely
have licked a taint before.
Well, with like a fucking committed boyfriend, but also I don't think I've done ass play on a man that I've been with. Like they've done ass play to me. I haven't done ass play to them.
No, I haven't done it to a guy and I certainly would.
I feel like with the right guy, I probably
With
would.
the right
I'm always
guy.
down. I'm always down for a little
I'm pretty
experiment.
sure if this new guy asked you to do quite literally anything.
Bitch, he wanted to be peg. Bitch, I'm right there. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
I was just going to say, if he told you to put a strap on,
I'd be like,
you would order 5 in different colors. Period.
different colors and sizes, baby.
Although, oh God, I actually don't think I could ever do that. I'm going to be honest.
See, I would.
'cause
Okay,
I'm
no.
submissive. I'm not
I
fucking
would,
you.
if I fucking loved
How
a
did we get here?
man, I would do it for him, but I don't think I would enjoy it.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm actually sick. Okay. Also, another big one that we got was like, we said what makes you feel confident in the bedroom. So many girls said lights off, and this is kind of funny because
Oh yeah, sorry, I like stared at you so hard. Yeah,
so many people. And you know what? Younger me used to kind of feel that way because you're not like super in touch with your body yet or like your sexual side, and it's just like, I guess like if that's what makes you feel confident, dim the lights off, whatever. But like, I just need you to understand the guy wants the lights on. He wants to see every crack and crevice, babe.
right.
He wants to see
He
every
wants you to show
pube.
hole.
He doesn't
He
care.
wants to see every fucking pube,
He doesn't care.
every ingrown.
He literally doesn't care if you have zits on your ass. Like, I don't think you understand. Men are so fucking feral. There's nothing to be embarrassed. Like, I used to be like, I've seen Hannah Berner do this bit a few times where it's like guys get to just like fuck, and that's how, and like it's hard for girls to come because they have to like, okay, suck my stomach in, pop my butt out,
Right,
bah, bah,
yeah,
bah, bah.
yeah.
And like, I guess maybe if you're getting with the guy the first time,
Fucking
whatever.
rail
But if
dog.
you're
You gotta
getting-
make sure you look cute.
Babe, if you're getting fucked by a real man who's really into you, bitch, let loose and come. He doesn't give a fuck.
Oh yeah.
Like, obviously, when you're into a guy the first few times, like, give it your all. But the more comfortable you get with him, bitch, it's about your pleasure too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And how did I get here? But like, the whole like lights off, dimming the lights thing comes from a lack of confidence, and it comes from
100%.
yeah, and it comes from a place of like you don't think you're perfect, so you don't want the guy to see that you're not perfect. But babe, he knows what you fucking look like. Like, you might as well turn the fucking lights on. Like, he wants to see more. It'll turn him on to see more, not less. Like, I just feel like I wish I could tell my younger self that a little bit.
Oh, I guess it goes the same way, though. I was going to say, I was like, okay, well, what if the guy turns the lights off because he wants the lights off? I always though, like, it depends, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, go off. But if the guy, I think, like, most guys I know for a fact wants the lights on. Because I remember when I was a little younger hooking up with guys and... Like, if it was in my room, like, I would, like, turn the lights off, and they would be like, can we turn the lights on? Like, they would be like, or they'd be like, Lily, turn the lights on.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like, I want to see the cracks and crevices, the nooks and crannies. This is some kinky shit. If you like kinky shit, listen up. If you don't, skip forward a minute. First of all, guys love watching girls touch themselves. I don't know. They're feral for it. Just trust me on that.
For sure.
So, like, honestly, if you're hooking up with a guy, like, let's say he gets up to get the condom, start touching yourself, whatever. It's good for you. It's good for him. But also, if you ever want to just, like, be feral and like be like, babe, I want to watch you play with yourself.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Oh yeah, I just told Lily too, following that up. And when we were talking about like lingerie, putting on a little number, I said sometimes I will put lingerie on, or even if I'm not in lingerie, just me, and like I'll lay in the bed and I will start touching myself, and I will literally tell them, you're not allowed to touch me. Don't touch, just watch. And then slowly you could like bring them into it. Like slowly you could be like, oh, like you could like give me like a fucking kiss. Like, and then like kind of slowly go into it. But like literally pussy, like
okay. Not Christina leg spread remixing this fucking okay. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overstimulated. I'm overwhelmed.
Guys, earlier I was trying to explain to Lily this like position of cuddling, and she was like, okay, just, you know what, fuck it, show me. I am said man.
Yeah, but she really did it. Like, she really was.
She asked
Christina
me to.
straddled me, and I was like, this was me. Y'all know I'm a little fruity. I'm like sitting there like, I'm like, oh shit, it's going down.
It's happening. It's happening. Waterworks. In my pussy, not in my eyes.
Okay, you're done. I have a good convo to kind of wrap up this episode. This was like one of the last notes.
Okay, yes.
Now, another way to feel confident is making sure you're getting what you want in the bedroom, as you fucking should. This is for men and women, period. Like, if you have kinks that need to be met or needs, that need to be met, I do think this happens more with women because
for sure.
Guys come every goddamn time. When do we get to come?
Yeah, where is
Find the clit. Grow up. Anyway.
Grow up.
Grow the fuck up. But it tends to be that guys get to come.
Grow the fuck up.
Fuck up and find a clit.
Like, be a man.
Yeah, be a fucking man. Like, honestly, watch porn. Like, it's not that hard.
Okay, no.
Literally
no.
Google where's...
Rewind.
I'm sorry. Google.
Where is the clit?
Where is the clit?
Google, where is the clit?
I thought you were just asking me. I'm like, do you want me to like take my shorts off and like show you?
Yeah. Anyways, so
it's not Pride Month anymore. No, it's not.
No more Pride Month.
No more Pride Month. Okay. So basically, you need to make sure that you are being satisfied in the bedroom. Now, this was an issue for me in past relationships. Unfortunately and ironically, because I feel like men are just notoriously dogs and sexual, but that is not always true. Me being a very sexual woman, I have found myself to be more sexual than some of my previous partners.
Oh my God, me too.
And it's as a woman, it makes you feel insecure, weird. It's not a great feeling. And I can imagine as a man, if you're with a girl who like never wants to fuck, it probably feels like, why don't you want to fuck me?
For sure, yeah.
Kind of, it's really the same for both genders. But I think with the stigma and like whatever, as a woman, it does feel a little weird. But I did have a previous partner who quite literally never ate me out. Like,
oh yeah,
never gave me
Can't
head.
do this, no.
And I gave him head all the time whenever he asked, without asking.
Oh,
all
for
the
sure.
time. It was just part of like what we did when we were gonna have sex. And it just got like to the point where it was really frustrating, and I brought it up to him like multiple times. I was like, we've been fucking for 2 years, 3, like a long time. Yeah. How many times have you given me head? Like, I could count on one hand how many times. And it's never start to finish either. And then like, now recently I like started hooking up with someone who the first time we fucked, he went down on me for a good 25 minutes. Yeah. Makes me come before we even fuck, like half the time. Like, I just feel like you need to make sure your needs are met. And it is, especially when it's with a boyfriend, it can be a tough conversation because you just have to be careful about how you go about it. You can't be like, you're not satisfying me because you don't want to hurt their ego.
Well, here's my thing is, if you tell a man, whether you tell them in a very direct, like, hey, I'm not being satisfied, here's what needs to be fixed, or you say it in one of the ways that we will discuss in a sec. If you tell your partner, man or woman, honestly, but especially it kind of goes for men, if you tell your partner that you're not like really being satisfied in the bedroom and like you would like if they did this more or maybe did this less or something, if you tell them that and they get hurt by it, their ego gets hurt, they want to start a fucking fight, they get like all upset about it and
so
emotional.
immature.
That is immaturity at its finest, and that is not the fucking person for you. I would absolutely not be able to handle that. And I was like, we were talking about this before. Obviously, me and Lily are people that like, if my boyfriend came to me, or a partner in general, it doesn't even have to be a boyfriend, my partner, whoever I was fucking, came to me and was like, hey, I would like if we did this more, if we did this less, you did this, didn't really like it, do this instead. If they told me these things, like, bluntly,
in a nice way,
in a nice way, like, obviously don't be a dick about it.
Yeah.
But either way, I would be like, I fucking appreciate you telling me that, because, like, obviously my goal is
especially
to pleasure
a boyfriend,
you, and your
girlfriend.
goal,
you're literally like, sex is so important. It's not the most important thing in a relationship, but it is.
It is a pretty vital part. Yeah.
Fucking
So like
important.
A guy or a girl or whoever that is making a fucking fuss out of you having trying to have a conversation with them about your pleasure and like being better in the bedroom and gets all butthurt, that's not the person for you. Also, here's the fucking thing too. Like, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. If you talk to your partner about like wanting to do this or do that, or they should do this or they do that. Oh my God. Hello. Can I talk?
They do not.
If they don't at least try to pleasure you more and do what you say, and they like literally just ignore what you say and they're like doing that other thing, you might not be sexually compatible.
Right. And
that's
I remember
just what it is.
telling
I personally,
you,
I don't care. Like, if I meet like the sexiest man alive and everything, and it's, you know, sexiest man alive, but the sex is not good, and I try to have a conversation with him and I'm like, hey, let's switch it up and do this, and he's just like not with it and will not get with the rhythm of my body, I can't be with that person.
Yeah.
That's me, because like I said, sex is on different levels in everybody's relationship. Some people prioritize it way more, some people prioritize it way less. For me, I'm a sexual person. I prioritize it pretty high. So if you can't make me come and you can't pleasure me in general, and we just don't have a good rhythm going in bed, it won't work.
No, it won't. And I feel like the old me did not prioritize that as much because I was more focused on other things. But I think now I'm like,
also you were comfortable.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I also remember telling you when I was in my last relationship that I was not getting head.
Yeah.
And you were like, girl, what?
Yeah, I was like, Lily, are you serious?
You were big time with Martine. And I was like envious of that. And I was just like, and it kind of just like starts to fuck with you a little bit. You're like, you're supposed to be in love with me and like want to please me.
Yeah, like why don't you want to eat? Like it makes you feel like insecure and weird. Like why don't you want to do this for me?
Yeah. And honestly, like let's say you're a man and your girl only sucks your dick every 5 times you have sex. That sucks. And you should probably say something to her, and vice versa with girls. And it's just like, now I really only go for guys that like,
I feel like foreplay is so important.
It's really important. And like head and oral sex is so like important. It's such a big part. And like obviously there's sometimes where you're like, just fuck me, and you just fuck.
Yeah.
But it's like really important, low key, and it makes it so much better. And the more just like in touch you get with oral sex, it just gets better and better. And now I'm super attracted to guys that are like, the past few guys I've like gone for are like super about like pleasing me.
Yeah.
And like, even though I like to be submissive and like whatever, like they want me, like mission accomplished if I come.
Yeah.
They don't have a good time. My situationship guy, doesn't matter if I don't come, even if he comes, he will, after coming, this is a real man.
Yeah.
After
still
coming,
proceed to eat you
will
out.
fucking eat me out or do whatever needs to be done to make me come. Like he will not, and even if I'm like, no, it's fine, babe. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
He's like, no. Like you're done. Actually,
exactly.
One of our friends.
I know exactly what we're gonna say. Yep, we have another friend that's in the same boat.
Yeah, like her man will not let her go to bed without coming multiple times. And I'm just like, that's a real man.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not care? It's just like so weird to me how some guys just don't. I don't know. It's absolutely key. You guys, you need to make sure you're being satisfied, and sex is fucking important in a relationship.
Transitioning into, well, how do I bring it up? There's a few ways you could bring it up, obviously, to your partner, which the first way is to just be blunt about it. Be nice about it, but be blunt about it. But we talked about the two ways that if you want to ease into it, the sexy ways of, well, I think in general it's sexy regardless of how you bring it up. It's sexy to talk about what you like and what you don't like in the bedroom.
Yeah.
But there are two ways to bring it up that kind of are like sexy in the moment ways, which the first way is to bring it up during sex in a sexy way. Like, you know, if you're saying like, baby, do this for me, do that for me. Like, you know, I literally had a guy during sex be like, baby, could you do something for me? And I'm like, what? And then he was like, I want you to like suck my, like something like that. And I went right down on him. Like, you know, like bringing it up in like during sex, like that you're already turned on and you want to do all this shit. Like just bring it up, you know, baby, do this for me, baby, do that for me. Almost like it's a command during sex.
Yeah, it's hot.
You know, it's hot. And then the other way is also by saying things, bringing it up, whether it's in the bedroom, which this is mostly in the bedroom, but also out of the bedroom. You could literally be like, oh my God, I love when you do this. Even if you're like after you have sex and then you realize that you want more of something or you want less of something, or it's better this in this situation more. You're laying down and you're like, oh my God, babe, like I love when you do that. I love when you do this. Like if I'm like with a guy and I'm like, oh my God, like I just absolutely love it.
Yeah, or if you try a new position and you're like, I love that position.
Yeah, like I absolutely love when you fuck me in doggy. Like I love when you do that. So that's more so like the first one is like do this, do that if you want them to do something, you know? And then the other way is like if they're doing something but they're not doing it enough, then it's more like I love, like in your case with the eating out and stuff, you know, with the fucking with the eating out, you're not getting eaten out enough. Be like, oh my God, you know what? I just absolutely love when you eat me out, like before we have sex or something like that. You know, bringing it up in like a sexy, like, oh my God, you turn me on so much when you do this.
I tried everything.
Well, yeah, obviously, that's what I was saying. Sometimes it just doesn't work, and you're just not sexually compatible.
Not sexually compatible. And now, you know what? Like, obviously, with every relationship, you learn, like, what you do and don't like in a man. And now, like, because I've become like more confident and like in tune with like my sexual side and just like whatever, I am just way more like, you know, like I'll notice that much more now. Like, if I'm really starting to like a guy. But if he's not kinky at all.
I should say too, like, honestly, if you could nip it in the bud right at the beginning, like, if you guys are like, if you're starting to get into each other, you're starting to hook up, like, fucking right away be like, this is what I like, what I don't like. I love it when you do this. I love it when you do that. Like, you know, fucking, if you could get it known and get it perfected at the very beginning, perfect. But also, even if you're like a year into dating someone and then you realize like I kind of like, you know, I realized that they need to do this more or something, then you bring it up. It could be brought up whenever, but obviously it's better to bring it up early on, because then you don't want to go a fucking year of your life having bad sex or not being as satisfied as you could be.
Yeah, when I got out of my last relationship, I was like, adored him, but like, I'm really excited to find someone that I'm much more sexually
that you were sexually compatible with. Like, that's why, honestly, like, I got out of my relationship with, you know, 4-year guy. And here's the thing, don't get me wrong, we did have good sex, honestly. Like, of course. We had great sex. He made me come. But I was definitely way more of a sexual, kinky person, which is why then when I dated the guy after him and he matched that energy, I was like, this is exactly what like I needed. Like I don't want to fucking ask you to like do shit. I just want you to do it. Like, I just want someone who's just on the same energy or the same wavelength, sexually what. But sometimes like it's like, honestly, if you could hit it right then and there, you meet someone and automatically you're just so goddamn compatible and you don't even got to tell them shit. That's the best case scenario. Yeah. But a lot of the times when you're hooking up with someone for the first time, you don't really know. Yeah. Like, you know, you're just like, all right, great. Well, if we're going to continue fucking, like, we're going to perfect this though. Yeah. Like, that's how it's going to go.
Yeah. And I think like this is going to only come into play if you're in like a friends with benefits consistent thing. Or if you have a boyfriend. I think just like making sure that you're being satisfied, speaking up, because if you're not satisfied and you don't say anything, nothing going to change.
Yeah.
Nothing going to change. So in order to really take back the power, babes, it's got to be done.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You know how we wrap it up? We're going to do Toxic Confessions. This one's pretty good.
Guys, listen. So we had actually a friend of ours submit this to us. really good guy, friend of ours. Why did you DM Addison Ray from the G&T account?
Don't worry about it. Shooting my shot.
Great. Anyways,
my shot.
So a really good friend of ours DM'd us, and we'll call his friend M. Okay, his name starts in the M. We'll call him M. I don't know if he wants to be outed or not. It's okay though.
I was gonna call him Dory.
That makes so much sense. Okay, we're gonna call him Dory. It's a long story. It's a long story, but we'll call him Dory. Okay. So he goes. This is not Dory. This is Dory's friend DMing us. Goes, so Dory and I were out all night and we were bombed and we decided to stop at Taco Bell before we went back to our apartment. While we're at Taco Bell waiting for our order, we started talking to this woman who had a dog, and Dory was really shooting his shot but was too drunk to be able to put together an actual conversation with this girl. So he says, "Can I play with your dog?" He's down with the dogs. He's down at the dog's level now. Looks up at the girl and just says, "You're so hot, I want to fuck you." I was like, oh my God. She looks back down at him, goes, "I know," grabs her Taco Bell and leaves. Not sure how toxic this is, but thought it was absolutely incredible.
Honestly.
And then he goes, I think the moral of the story, though, is that Dory tried to pick up a girl at Taco Bell.
Like, what the fuck? First of all, like, Taco Bell.
Imagine a man is playing with your dog in a Taco Bell and then looks up at you. He's like, "Oh, good boy, good boy. I want to fuck you."
I'm just gonna like really out myself here. If he was cute, I would fall in love instantly.
I'd be like, great. I live around the block.
One thing about me and Christina, we love Taco Bell.
One thing about us is that I'm gonna get a fucking what's it called, quesarito.
You have taste.
Yeah. Also, one thing about me is that if I'm drunk, I'm gonna get a Doritos Locos Taco Supreme.
Girl, my roommate, she'll have one drink. I mean, one drink. She's like, "I need McDonald's immediately."
Honestly, like, that's how I am.
So toxic.
If there's one thing that I do, it's that when I am drinking, I cannot stop eating too. I will binge eat. It's so bad. Like, I want to eat everything.
Especially at the end of the night.
Paige used to make fun of me for this last year. Like,
Paige, you do it too, bitch.
Yeah, no, we would like go out to like a bar and we would be drinking and I'd be like, "Do they have a little menu? Like, I need a little snack."
Yeah. You love a snack.
I love a snack. I love a bev and I love a snack.
Although I love binge drinking on empty stomach. That's giving alcoholic, but
see, I can't do that. I cannot do that anymore. Which is why yesterday we went out for drinks and I like didn't eat anything beforehand and I was like so paranoid. But
you were not giving party girl era last night.
I wasn't. I had 2 drinks and I could already tell because like I barely ate anything that I was already like pretty drunk. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna control this right now.
I was very buzzed after
water.
That drink in particular. That's that's our go-to.
I told you I was really shot yesterday because like I got basically no sleep that night.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I got basically no sleep that night. Was up at like I woke like went to quote unquote bed at like 2-3 in the morning. Woke up 4:30 to like 5:30 a.m. with a raging stomach ache. Fell back asleep and then woke up at like 7-8 a.m. and was up since then. So I was like I was not in my party girl era last night, but like it's fine. I need a break anyways.
I was fucking hammered last night. Whoopsie daisies.
Everybody else that we were with was hammered.
Like I don't even know how. I don't know what went wrong.
Well, you know what happened is we tried to record this episode yesterday, but we were having such creative block. It was insane. We cannot figure out what the fuck to record. And so we were just having this major creative block and it just got to the point. Yeah, it just got to the point that we were sitting on my bed like with mics set up and everything for like 2 hours.
3 hours almost.
Not doing anything. And I was like, you know what? No, fuck this. Like, we can't do this. We're going to record tomorrow. Right now, we need to get out and do something because we're not going to be sitting in this room with this creative block, like being like fucking just like
no, it was
stuck in our
and
like,
I also
workspace.
like I refuse to record an episode that I don't believe in or I don't
exactly
like you know
we want to make sure we're like passionate about the topics in a way or at least that we could like because there's some topics that like you guys tell us to talk about and like especially like a lot of things like we need to be like a little bit better at planning honestly like with an episode because like sometimes you guys will give us like a good topic and we're like you know what we need to do an episode on this but we can't record this like right now, because it's one of those episodes that we need to have like our bullet points kind of written out for, like, because the conversation is like big. Like this episode honestly was kind of quote unquote a last minute episode, but not really, because we got the idea when we were in our taxi ride, 20-minute taxi ride. We're in the taxi, you know, breaking down the bullet points.
It was
but
an
sometimes,
easy one for us
yeah,
too.
it was an easy one for us to kind of break down the bullet points. But sometimes we don't really have that luxury, because like Lily comes like and she has to like go to work right after, and like, you know, or, you know, vice versa or whatever. So we have to kind of like come up with something quick.
Yeah,
I don't even know where I was going with that. But long story short, we were having a creative block, so we went out yesterday for some drinks, because that's what we do.
With Dog Guy.
With Dog Guy, iconic,
Legend.
love him.
G&T legend.
Absolute G&T
He might
legend.
be him and Mr. St. Pete might be the biggest G&T legends of all time. And if I end up getting Mr. Tequila,
if I get the boy,
they
oh
won't.
no, Mr. Tequila will be way more iconic.
It's iconic. He has a girlfriend, babe. Sorry.
Yeah. If Lily pulls the man with the girlfriend.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, we're going to wrap up this episode. We're ending how we started. Sunglasses on at 10 p.m.
It's 10:30. Oh,
At 10:30 p.m.
sorry.
Lily's banging the boom arm again. Are we shocked?
10:30 p.m. The train is not running. It's gonna take me an hour to get home. I want to die.
Yeah.
I need to go.
You
I'm it's so hot in here. It's so hot.
You know what
in
it
here.
is, guys? We have like these blaring lights while we record, and we can't have the AC
And
on.
it's 94 degrees outside, and there's no AC on, and I want to die.
Yeah, we can't have the AC on when we record, because then it makes like a weird noise. But
Well,
we
yeah.
try to blast the AC before we record. It's the whole thing. Anyways, all right. We love you
Bye.
guys. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode. Go follow us at Gin Toxic Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. DM us. Let us know what the most toxic thing you've ever done is, and we will see you next week.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.